Hey y'all. So this is my read and react for the Mortal Heir, Book 3 of the Royals of Rodina series by Jamie Applegate Hunter. There will be spoilers, so continue watching if you wish. There is a content warnings page that says mature situations and language not suitable for those under the age of 18, violent and non-violent deaths, and unknown adoption. So I just finished the prologue, and I have a feeling I'm going to be using a lot of my post-it flags for sad, not happy, mad. So I'm not sure how I feel about either one of these ladies right now. Emily or Lena. I don't know right now. So there's a letter that we need to know the contents of, because it's apparently, and more than likely, and I believe it will, because that's my gut feeling, it's going to play a big part in this whole situation. Y'all, I just had a thought. I'm at chapter 3, just starting it, and it occurred to me that Lena's mother has been mentioned several times, but not by name. I think we already know who her mother is. And if that is true, it's a game changer. Sweet baby Jesus. So there's a part of me that's hoping that Chaz's theory is incorrect. Oh my God. Why would she do that? Victim of opportunity? But seriously, what the hell? Or is it because of something that woman that Talia was interrogating told her about Lena? Okay, so I'm feeling myself kind of starting to pick sides on this whole Emily and Lena thing. And I don't know if it's maybe because we're getting more time with Lena. But definitely one major thing in her favor is that Rizzo has claimed her. Touch her and die vibes, oh my God. Upon waking this morning, I have come to the conclusion that my theory about who Lena's mother is incorrect. The facts don't support it, but I'm not ready to completely let it go. However, what I am sure of is that the woman she knew as her mother is not her real mother. And I have a feeling that her real mother is going to be somehow connected to the Royals or the Guardians, or there's a connection there somewhere. Emily seriously needs to get this cob out of her ass. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's funny. So right now, I kind of feel like Emily may start to pursue Chaz with a little more fervor, possibly more out of jealousy or infatuation than an actual bond. Jealousy because of, his relationship with Lena. Infatuation because, she's infatuated with him. It's becoming more clear that she's got a crush on him. That doggone Aaron. He better not turn out to be an asshat. I gotta read this. I gotta read this out loud to y'all. Erin put a hand on the small of Lena's back as they walked, and she was positive she would not be riding in dry underwear anytime soon. I love that. So now I'm wondering if I should be liking Aaron as much as I do right now, because clearly Rizzo does not. All right, so I'm finna read this little section. Henry showed up at the bar, so Chaz is asking him some questions about compeers. So, Chaz's first question: are compeers always born on the solstice or equinox of their king or queen's season? Henry says yes. Chaz asks, and do they have to be born in the corresponding kingdom? Henry says they do. Chaz asks, and when does an heir get their compeer? You mean, this is Henry, you mean, when is their first compeer born? Henry continues, once their parents' powers are fully transferred to them on their 500th birthday. Now, while all that is lining up with Emily, not knowing all the things we need to know about Lena, it could very possibly fit her as well. I'm just saying. Biscuit belly. Same girl, same. So while I know why Chaz reacted the way he reacted to seeing Lena in the dress, I'm still like, you fucking asshat. And after this dose of reality she just handed to Chaz, I am a huge fan of Devaney. So Chaz is explaining to Lena why he demanded she not wear that dress. And oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. No. See, why you gotta be messy like that? Why you gotta be messy? So I do like the moments when Emily is kind of like human, and especially the moments when she allows herself to be open in moments between her and Lena. But I'm also during those moments like this feeling of dread. Just like, man, they're getting along and I really wish they could be friends, but oh my gosh. He's about to get his ass chewed again about the dress comment. Not just ass chewed, he got slapped in the face. Okay. This moment makes me like her more, but not enough. He tracked the movement of her tongue and had never wanted to be a spoon so badly in his life. And while I can't be upset with him if he follows through on scratching this itch, but I'm also like, you picked the redhead? Okay, that's a shit move. That's a shit move. Really? You went to the palace? Really? First of all, Ruby, no need to try to get comfy. Second, the fact that these two can no longer have sex with other people without getting busted by the other should be a sign that y'all aren't handling this very well. I believe our dear sweet Aaron might be developing some deep emotional attachment to our fiery little sprite. The interactions between Lena and Aaron are super hot. My eyes are watering again. Oh my God. And this man has apparently a strong dislike of women's undergarments. I'm just saying. Enter Emmett. Oh my God, now my eyes are really watering. So I'm just going to say, I hope and pray Chaz doesn't find out about this. It was fun for everyone. But if he finds out, oh my God, Becky. And see, this one, can't nobody have sex without somebody seeing them afterwards. Now see, why people want to go to places, into places, down corridors and shit where they have no fucking idea where they're going. And she's happy about it. She's excited. Like, like she's a hobbit or some shit. Ooh, we're going on an adventure. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, don't drop your guard where Lena is concerned. Don't think that you don't have to protect her, because there is something there. Somebody pushed her off a ravine for a fucking reason. And there it is. Lena was adopted. But who is mother? Who is her real mother? And even still, who is her father? One or the other or both is going to make a big difference. I just know it. I feel it in my bones. Like I said, I'm loving Devaney. Once again, she has put Chaz right back in his place. Oh my God. She overheard the conversation. No. Fuck. I can imagine by now that y'all have probably figured out who I'm pulling for. I kind of feel like the few steps that Emily had taken to put her in a better light, she's probably fixing to lose some ground. Oh, and it is because of that fact that for all the times Emily has a sexual thought about Chaz, I'm just like, ew. Of all the people to tell Chaz about the secret passageway and what transpired therein, it had to be one of the people there. Really, Emmett? And it's not just that Emmett told him, it's the fact that Emmett knew he was going to have this kind of reaction about it. Dude, you just got your head slammed in the wall like 4 or 5 times, and you still poking the bear. What the fuck? So, when a compeer is discovered, guardians show up, right? Right? Well, none of them have stepped up yet. None of them have shown up and been like, hey, I'm her guardian. Maybe that's because she's not your compeer. Hello? I had practically made it a good piece into this book without crying. And this one fucking line. Oh my God. Yeah, if Chaz ain't careful, he gonna burn the whole palace down. The whole palace. I had said Emily was gonna lose some ground. She's losing ground. Chaz and Lena are having a conversation about the gods and their fates. And Chaz says, I don't understand what the gods have planned for me, and sometimes I feel like they got it wrong. They are a type of people, and people make mistakes. This is one of those times when I feel really sorry for him. And it makes my hope that he is incorrect and that the gods are indeed wrong. It just, I don't know, y'all. So right now, I can kind of understand where Chaz is coming from. He is really hoping that the gods are wrong. But what if they're not? What if he's the one that's wrong? What if he is misinterpreting all of this stuff? All of the things that he's thinking are pointing him to Emily makes her, seem like she'd be the one. But these could also all be things true about Lena. But we don't know because we don't know who her real parents are. We don't know where she was really born. We don't know what day she was really born. Do you see where I'm going with this? Uncalled for, Fletcher. Unfucking called for. When it happened, when Emmett was getting his head slammed into the wall, I knew why he was poking the bear. I knew why. And this just confirmed that, this little bit I just read. He is of a mind, Emmett is of a mind, that Chaz is acting about Lena for a reason, other than just wanting to have sex with her. Emmett and I are on the same team. We on Team Lena. That's where we are right now. So Chaz and Lena are dancing. That entire exchange, just sexy. Everything about them is just hot. Even when they're arguing, it's hot. He does not have that with Emily. There's no fire. There's no connection. There's nothing there. Why is everybody always spying on everybody? Why? Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm not happy. I am most definitely not happy right now. Well, apparently, it's not just Aaron with a vendetta against women's undergarments. So it's happening. It's finally happening. She has, he has serviced her. And apparently, her words, not mine, it has never been like that. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we're checking off boxes. We is checking off boxes. Check. So y'all, I had a crazy thought come to me last night. And I know it's crazy. I'm calling it crazy. But it's still a thought. So we all agree that Rizzo has been God's blessed. And so far in the story, it appears that he could very possibly be maneuvering some things. Or we could just, chalk that up to animal instinct. He likes this person, he doesn't like this person. Just, animals are like that. But what if the gods are using him to manipulate, maybe that's the wrong word, using him to move pieces where they need to be an outside influence in the situation. Crazy, I know. Maybe I'm giving, Rizzo a little too much credit. Maybe I'm being too hopeful about his impact on the whole situation. Crazier things have happened, though. Yeah. So last night I stopped after chapter 25, which is, after Chaz and Lena did the thing in the kitchen. Never going to look at banana pudding the same way. So I'm about to start at chapter 26. And Lord God, please don't let anybody have overheard, see them leave the kitchen. Could we please just let their moment be their moment? Y'all, it's a wonder this child got any clothes to wear at all. Okay, Fletcher. First of all, you did not ask. You demanded. You yelled at her. You roared your frustration. We need to take note of how Rizzo reacts to people and situations. Like I said before, it might not be anything but animal instinct. But let's not overlook it. Let's not overlook it. And y'all, I am wanting to call Fletcher some really ugly names right now. I'm not even as aggravated with Emily as I am Fletcher. And I think maybe that's because he and Lena were like best friends. And now he's giving her dirty looks and just being downright fucking rude. I think right now, Emily's only saving grace, and it's a barely there for me right now, is that she feels guilty about the way she has started to treat Lena. It is different from the way she treated Lena before she found out that she was supposed to be Chaz's compeer. Now it is downright vile and hateful, where before it was just irritation. And now we got the dynamic duo fixing to team up, even though Fletcher doesn't know that Emily knows, but Emily knows that Fletcher knows. So they're getting in cahoots. Possible scenario. One of the ladies, Emily or Lena, is in trouble. Like, we're like seconds away from death. And the other ends up helping them. So Chaz just pretty much told Emily to take a long walk off a short pier. So even though Emily was just calm in this little situation, the calm surface hides the swirling depths. Ooh, I need to write that down. Y'all, I'm going to be heartbroken if my theory about Rizzo is wrong. Or maybe we're going to keep saying animal instincts. We're going to keep saying animal instincts. But this wolf is a little smarter than your average bear. That's all I'm going to say. Until I say something else in a little bit. I'm just going to say, Lena has got some super awesome friends. Lottie, Devaney, even Abram. What Lena just witnessed through the crack of that door, I felt it, y'all. I felt what she was going through. That's just mean. That's mean. So their feelings are hurt right now, and they are lashing out at each other right now. And I just want to shake them. I just want to shake them. So, I would happily let Chaz pick me up and throw me over his shoulder. He's a big fella. He's strong enough. I think he can handle it. I would not be worrying about where we were going, what we were going to do when we got there. I would just, go along for the ride. Not happy. Not happy. Poor Lena. She is trying to convince him that he's wrong. That he's wrong about his compeers. She is even suggesting that it's her. And the fact that it is just like gutting him to have to be so callous with her. Oh, I hate this. Y'all, if this, oh, I can't even right now. Oh my God. So it seems a lot of people knew what happened in the woods between Chaz and Lena before anybody even got back, before Aaron got her back into the palace. What is going on? What is the goings on? Yo. He went to the arena, made everybody leave, and then he just like let loose. Sometimes you just need somebody to hit you with some logic. Chaz said, "Do not question if I can do my job as king." Ren replied, "I am more concerned with your life as a man." So after all of this fucking blow up, now that he is like fully committed to his belief that she is that Emily is his compeer, now she's asking questions about it. Are you sure? Have you had it verified? And now, instead of doing it way back when you first had the thought, now you hopping on your horse to go find Wrestler. And I'm a little irritated with the fact that Wrestler was just pretty much right down the road. Right down the road. Okay, so we finally get some movement from Talia. And of course, that just kind of sets Chaz on edge. And y'all, what if Talia's the one that tells Lena about her lineage? And what if it's not even Emily she's going after? What if it's Lena she's going after? Maybe she knows that pushing her off the ravine didn't get the job done. I find myself questioning a lot of people right now. Rita being one of them. I feel like I may have been mistaken about dear Rita. I guess we're finna find out. Oh my God. What? And you know what else? Emily's been reading the autumn history book, about all the past kings, queens, whatever. What if her reading this book, she's going to come across something that involves Lena? I'm just saying. It's a very strong possibility. Very strong possibility. I believe we're about to get some answers. It's her. It's her, y'all. Okay, so I told y'all this was a strong possibility. I had a lot of theories and a lot of thoughts. I know that. Okay, so while I am glad at this point that Emily did all the tunnel mapping, I was concerned about why she was doing that. Now I'm glad she did. I knew it. We had to run through who could possibly be guardians. We had to run through. And I did say Rizzo might be in there a little bit. And I'm not saying that he is. But I'm also not saying that he isn't. But somebody else who had crossed my mind is. So we ended up where I thought we were going to end up, which is down in the dungeon. Chaz just melted the bars on the cage. Melted them. Oh my God. I may have been right. Oh my God. That's why. That is why they left Rizzo with her. I told y'all Talia was going to be the one to tell it all. This is crazy. Oh my God. So before I keep reading, I was right about some things and wrong about others. So Lena, and I have not had anybody verify this, Lena was named in honor of someone. I was right about whoever her parents are being game changers. I'm so got off with right now. I can't think of all the thoughts and theories and shit that I have said. But with what's currently going on, those are the two things that I know that I was wrong about one thing, right about another. Yeah, I told y'all something like this was going to happen. I told y'all. I'm so happy right now. Girl does not miss her target. Girl gonna hit what she aims at. Y'all, I'd like to formally apologize to Emily for all the shit that I said. Even though at the time, you deserved it. Okay, so I feel like we all need to take a minute. Let's all take a minute. Our girl Lena needs some time. She just had her whole world flipped upside down. And the two people that hurt her the most are now begging for forgiveness. And while she is forgiving them, she's still, girl, gonna need some time. That kind of heartache, you don't just like forget that shit. You don't. God, I knew this wasn't gonna be easy. I knew it. There's too much left for it to be easy. She left. But he found her trunk tucked away under the bed that had all the memories, basically, of him. So needless to say, our boy ain't giving up the fight yet. He ain't giving up the fight just yet. So that's like a stalker comment. You know, Wrestler tells Chaz, she asked you for time. And Chaz says, I'm giving her time. She didn't ask for space. So this is something that Archie told her on his way out. I'll tell you something an old friend told me that changed my perspective. You have a right to be angry. No one can tell you how to feel, nor should they belittle your emotions. But you cannot run from those you love when you're upset. Truth. So it's 3 months to the summer solstice. And if Lena doesn't agree to be with Chaz, the whole conduit bride thing comes into play. She's going to let him court her. Let's take what we can get right now, people. Let's take what we can get. Lena is dressed for the gala. And she sounds absolutely stunning. Stunning. He done told everybody at the gala, if they talk to her before she speaks to them, or if anybody touches her, he don't care what the gender is, he will burn them down. So I have already issued my formal apology to Emily. Now, I am issuing a formal apology to Fletcher as well. I am sorry for all the comments I made that were very derogatory and negative in nature. I'm sorry. God. So Chaz made a comment that had to do with Rizzo eating a certain bodily appendage, and Rizzo started gagging. She's gonna make her own cake. Okay, so they're bonded, they're mated, they did the whole blood thing, and now they got the fire. I'm so happy. So we're about to meet the other summer guardians. This could be interesting. So let me set the scene for y'all. So Archie and Adira, Lena and Chaz, and Rizzo, Abram, and Lottie are all at the lake, waiting for Wrestler to show up with the other guardians. However, when he steps through the tree line, there's only 2 more people with him. Should be 3, but there's only 2. I was right. Of all the things that happened in this book, I don't know why this is the one that's got me so emotional. Y'all, I can't read for the tears in my eyes. I am so heartbroken right now. I mean, I understand. I get it. Oh my God. So the epilogue ends with Rizzo, the King of Summer, giving 4 wolf pups to Emmett, Emily, Fletcher, and keeping one for himself. Everybody needs a furry companion. So if you watched the entire Read and React, you may have had times when you were like, wow, she is really upset. Still loved it. Even when I was mad, even when I was aggravated. That is what a story is supposed to do. It is supposed to send you through so many emotions and yet keep you in the story. And that's exactly what this was doing. Every page, every word, every scene. I loved it. I really, really loved it. That being said, it is book 3 in a series. While each book deals with a different couple, ending with a happily ever after, you really do need to read the series as a whole to understand the overall story. So, you want to start with book 1, which is the Compeer. Then you want to move to book 2, which is the Spring Queen. And then finally, book 3, the Mortal Heir.